Hey yo, what is up everyone? Welcome to the TJAY TV podcast, only on Spotify and Google. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great day. You know, I haven't posted all week just because I've had a lot of things going on in my life. Physically and mentally, it's been draining. And, you know, I was supposed to do an interview on Wednesday. Kind of canceled it just because I'm just like, I don't know. I'm going to tell you more of what's going on, but I just wanted to post an episode this week, whether it's going to be a long one or a short one. And yeah, it's just been a long, stressful week. But first off, if you are new, make sure you like on Spotify and Google Podcasts. And, you know, there's just a lot of stuff going on. To the point where I'm going to be moving again. Literally, I'm going to be moving from Westchester, Pennsylvania back into Delaware County probably within the next month or so. And it's just, look, there's a lot of things that have been going on this week. I wanted to come on and talk about it all week, and I really just haven't had the mental capacity to really even do this. Just because, like I said, I've been stressed all week for this, and the fact that, like, there are things going on with my landlord, a lot of shady things. It's kind of just like, you got to get the fuck out. There's no way, like, I have to stay where I'm at. And with the market and the economy and inflation, everything's, you know, so high. I don't want to move back in with my parents, not because it's a bad thing, but I deem it as like I'm a failure if I move back with them. Plus, I'm like 30 years old, so I'm not really trying to move back in with them, especially when I have a partner, or in my case, a wife, who me and her can actually make rent when it comes to paying bills and whatnot. And we had a few apartment tours, but I'm just going to back it up a little bit from these, you know, apartment tours and this, that, and the third of what's really going on. So we were planning on going away for a while. Like, we were planning on moving. We weren't sure where we were going to move because about a couple weeks ago, I got a text from my landlord saying that, hey, you're, when it comes to your check, every quarter, you owe me like an extra $100 to pay the water bill and the sewer. And I'm thinking, that's not in my lease. And how come you're texting me this now? Like, why didn't you text me this later? So apparently I owed a man, instead of like this amount this month I'm going to owe him $100 extra, which that's not bad. But at the same time, I'm just kind of mad that the guy never even like told me that he was doing that. Flash forward 2 weeks later, I get a call from his accountant, and this happened on Monday. And she's telling me, like, you know, you're going to give your checks to, write your checks out to, you know, your landlord, but I'm going to be taking care of the checks. When it comes to paying the bills, you got to contact me. And, like, it was just really weird that, like, she called me and told me this because, like I said, my landlord's being shady. He's not telling me, you know, he's going to have this person call me. He's not telling me anything. So I'm like, all right, well, if I'm giving my money to you, or I'm sorry, if I'm giving my money to the landlord and you're going to be taking care of it, so if I'm running late on a payment, I call you and just be honest with you. She was like, yeah, that's fine. So we're talking, me and his accountant. I'm not going to say their names, just because I did this on a podcast like a couple years ago where I did say my landlord's name and it didn't really turn out too pretty. But in any event, I was talking to this person, and she was saying, like, we were talking about jobs. She was like, oh, I had a driver, and my driver pretty much just said he's in rehab, and he's going to be in rehab for a while, and he lost his leg. So with you doing Lyft, would you be able to drive me places on, like, Fridays to go food shopping? And I'm like, who the fuck are you? I don't even know you, and you're calling me, telling me that I'm going to give you money for rent, and you're telling me to give you a ride? Like, fuck that. That's the shady thing I hate. Like, don't go and ask somebody for a ride when you don't even know the person. So that happened, and basically, we just decided let's just start looking. We had a bunch of house tours this week. We just did a lot. We literally had one in like all in Delaware County. And I'll never forget, like the first one didn't have air conditioners, but I think we're just going to take that one and just get portable air conditioners. There was another one that looked like a North Philly crack house. And this was like really bizarre because like this house, you walk up these wooden stairs, there's this lady screaming. She's like, what the fuck? And she starts going on. She's like, oh my, and she had a dog that was yapping. She was like, oh my God, I guess I'll just let you out. So she's screaming, and Tori and I, as we're going through this apartment tour, we walk up into the thing. We see a big ass mouse trap in the kitchen. There's nothing in it, at least to my knowledge. The house looked like it had bed bugs, and the bedrooms looked like they were small as shit. So I'm just like, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Like this house is just not suitable for me. So we scratched that one off the list, and then I get a call from the leasing agency, and they're like, oh, are you gonna take this house? I said, no. Why? What's wrong with it? Well, it smelled like cigarettes. It looked horrible in there. The mousetrap is unappealing to, existing customers or future customers. It turns out my aunt's husband, my uncle actually, his son lived in that house, and that house had, like, you name it, rats, bed bugs, the water would leak. It was bad. Like, his son really had to go through hell just to get out of that place, which I find pretty messed up. But, yeah, it was really bizarre with that. So, literally all week, and today as well, we have a house tour. We're just looking at houses, and, we're looking at places that will take Naya. So it's been a really stressful week for me, to the point where it's just like I haven't really done anything. I just really didn't even want to do a podcast, really didn't even want to do the series I'm doing right now. But, the show must go on. And I'm not trying to do a podcast where it's like every 2 weeks I take a break. Like, I'm not trying to be like the next Howard Stern that does that. Yeah, it's good to take a break once in a while, but when it comes to getting people on my show and just like coming up with content, it's just something I don't want to, like, I just don't want to miss out on stuff, because a lot of stuff has gone on through the week. I mean, I don't know. It's been really crazy these last 2 weeks, and I can't stress it enough. I can't even say it enough, because I've just been busy. I hate being busy, but, I don't know. I don't want to leave Westchester. I really don't. But at the same time, I got to, just because it's too expensive. It really is. So, yeah, I'm just not really in the mood to, I gotta get my mind off it. And talking into a microphone gets my mind off it. And a lot of you are probably thinking, oh, TJ, why aren't you doing video? I don't want to do video today. I'm not doing video just because I physically can't. I mean, well, I can, but I don't want to do video today. I really don't. So, maybe next time. I just had to put my jacket on. I'm getting kind of cold. That's the other thing. I want to move. Like, Tori and I were also talking, like, we should move to Florida where it's warm, because, like, we woke up this morning, it was 20 degrees, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, next week I'm looking at the weather. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's going to be in the 50s, and then it's going to go back down into the 20s. Like, I need warm weather. I do. I need warm weather. In Florida right now, it's 60 degrees. It's going to be 70 and back in the 60s next week. So it's just like, should I even, like, move to Florida where it's potentially warmer? Or even Carlsbad in California or LA. I mean, it's 70 degrees there. It's going to be 82 on Wednesday. Like, I can't sit in this weather anymore. I don't know if it's just because a lot of people are really going, TJ, you're being a bitch. No. I can't sit in this weather. You know what I was actually thinking? Of going to Timbuktu, like living there for just the winter. Like, let's go to Timbuktu. I would live there. I think it's in where's Timbuktu? Africa? I'll look that up real quick. I would live in Timbuktu because it's actually just kind of it's like 86 there. Let's see. But all right, let's see. Where's Timbuktu? Mali, a country in West Africa. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'd live there. Fuck it. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I also had a heart-to-heart with my cousin a couple weeks ago, and actually on Wednesday night, I had a heart-to-heart with her. We had a good conversation. You know, I like that. I think like the older we get, my cousins and I, we definitely do have heart-to-hearts because we do know a lot of shit is going on between us. Like, we have our own different problems. And I kind of like that. I kind of like talking to my cousins, but I also don't like talking to people because, like, word will get out that, like, oh, TJ's doing horrible. No, it's not really that I'm doing horrible. It's just, you know, shit's insane. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like talking about my personal life when it comes to family members because word will get out, but not all the time. But, yeah. When it comes to what's going on right now with the whole moving situation, I told everybody, like, look, I'm moving back towards Delaware County. I mean, it is what it is, but with my landlord, I got to get out. I don't even know what the guy looks like. Honestly, I really don't. But, hey. Yeah. Also, the Scary Mary podcast. I got to do an episode of that later on today. I may just do that maybe in my car later. I don't know. I kind of like doing stuff like that in my car, but that's the thing. I just don't want to leave Westchester or Chester County because that's been my home for the last 4 years. I mean, if I had to move to Delaware County because it's cheaper, I'll move to Delaware County. I have no problem with that. But it's just like Westchester's so far away, and I don't know. I guess I'll be closer to my family, which is great. Because, like, I don't really talk to my family like that, but I do talk to my mom, like, every other day or every now and then. So, I mean, I guess it's a good thing. But at the same time, I don't know how we'll like it. But we're also talking about, like, maybe I'll just move down south. Also, I just find it really messed up that people are asking for gas money on the page. Like, why would you ask? I'm sorry, I don't ask random strangers for money. I've asked my mom for money, but, you know, I don't know. But yeah, Westchester is it's expensive. So we're moving back to Delaware County. I mean, I got another one today, and I think we've already made our decision. But, oh, God, that was horrible. God damn, that was the worst burp I've ever done. Yeah. I guess you can say it's just one of those days where there's a lot on my mind, and yeah, I just gotta get it all out. Get it all out. But yeah, I mean, I was talking with Tori, and I said something around the lines like, you know, if we do move, and if I have to get out of radio, I'll get out of radio, and eventually I'll find something that will get me in radio. But I have been looking actively in radio. And, yeah, I'm just kind of like, I kind of want to move down south. And like I said, if Florida's the move, Florida is the move. I'll do it. If I have to get out of radio and step out for a little bit, I will do that. But do I want to get in news or TV? Maybe. But here's my deal. If I move to Florida, I'm going to probably work at Disney or go somewhere in Orlando and work out there because that would be fun. I mean, listen, I love Orlando. It's a really fun place to work. It's probably a pain in the ass, but it's probably a fun place to work. I would do it. You know, with the whole thing with Disney, I should probably do that for the podcast, the Scary Mary podcast. There's a lot of creepy shit that goes on at Disney that a lot of people don't know about. We'll see. We will see what happens. But, what was I saying? Yeah. I would work in Disney. I don't know what I would do, but I would work there. Like, there's ghosts, and then I could probably see the ghost of Disney, the real skeletons that they use for Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a small world after all. I could definitely expose secrets of Disney. That'd be great. Give me a second. Gotta take a drink. That's just who I am. Because when you work at Disney, you're really not allowed to share secrets with people. But I don't know. If I did that, I would probably get my ass handled. Because a lot of weird things go on at Disney. Speaking of Disney, this has been going on for a couple weeks, but there's a new Spider-Man show. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's coming back for season 2, but it's been on the air for a little bit. I think about a month or so. And a lot of people like it, but a lot of people hate it. And the reason a lot of people hate it is because, like, Norman Osborn and Harry, they're black. Kurt Connors is a woman, and she's black. I think they have a non-binary character in there. But here's my whole thing. I don't care that Disney made, like, you know, a character a different color, or Disney made a non-binary character, or, you know, this, that, and the third. You can do whatever you want, Disney. If you want to change Norman Osborn from white to black, or Dr. Kurt Connors to a black woman, I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. Just make sure they play a good character. If they play a good character, I don't care. I mean, even if they play a bad character, I don't care. I love Spider-Man. I actually got this book on, what was it? Monday? I got this book on Monday, and it was the old Spider-Man from 1962. They were like the first, like, 20 issues for $28. It was a big book, and I started reading it the other day. I'm on, like, part 3, I think, for one of the stories in Spider-Man. But that's my thing. I don't care if the character is non-binary, black, white, whatever. Just make sure they play a good character. And I've seen all the episodes. I think there's one more left. Just make it just make them different. Make them good. Make it a good character. Make them believable. Don't just half-ass it. And that's what a lot of people have a problem with Disney. Like, Disney always, like, does this, like, weird thing where they, you know, they make non-binary characters. They put they change the colors, the races of different people that were on, like, shows. Like, it's the whole thing that people have. It's, like, pretty. Everyone's like, man, this Disney's getting too PC. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada. Like, it's ridiculous. Why are we arguing about that? Honestly, it's really not that deep. Speaking of non-binary characters and characters changing, the Malcolm in the Middle reboot is going to have a non-binary character, and a lot of people have a lot of things to say. Personally, I don't get offended by it. I think it's fine. And it's not Malcolm, Reese, Dewey, or Francis, or Jamie. It's going to be the character that was never shown in the series, because at the end of the season 7, Lois got pregnant. And we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl, so it's going to be a non-binary character. I'm fine with that. And a lot of people are, like, getting offended by it. I'm like, what the hell are you guys getting offended about? Like, it's really not that deep. I don't understand why people get so triggered by, like, a character changing color or a non-binary character. Look, it's not forcing you to go non-binary. It's not. The world is a different place than it was back in the 2000s, and a lot of you don't realize that. A lot of hardcore Republicans are like, oh, I hate this shit. It's funny, too. Like, Democrats and Republicans are the same people. They argue about the same topics, but somebody in their family is, I don't know, like a lot of, my whole thing with the whole politic thing, and this is just my only stance on it, Dems and Repubs, they're all the same people, and they basically argue about the same things and bitch about the same things. And that's what's going on with Malcolm in the Middle. It's just a politic thing. But they're staying with the times. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I'm not going to be one that's going to like not watch the show because of a non-binary character. They're not, and that's the thing. It's going to be on Disney Plus. Disney's enforcing it, as a lot of you hardcore people are saying. But I don't have a problem with it. Never really have, never really will. I mean, listen, it is what it is. It's the way the world is nowadays. And I'm fine with it. Doesn't bug me at all. Also, there's this new documentary. It's about Gabby Petito on YouTube. And I didn't see it yet, but Tori and I are definitely going to watch it. And it's called, let's see, what is it called? I don't even know. American Murder, Gabby Petito. Everyone knows about Gabby Petito. It's 3 episodes. And there is like a theory going around that Brian Laundrie is still alive and his parents are hiding him. Like, a lot of people are freaking out about it and are saying he's still out there. So, I mean, I haven't watched the documentary yet, but I'm going to watch it this weekend. So, hopefully it would, maybe it's a good one. I don't know. Everyone got so triggered by that, too. A white girl goes missing. And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people brought race into it when Gabby Petito went missing. Like, saying, it's a white girl that's gone missing. Everyone goes missing. I think with her case, the reason why she went missing is because she was a vlogger and she had, like, over 1 million followers. That was probably her thing. What do I know? It seems like a good documentary. But no, they're not wrong, though. There are a lot of people that go missing, like, and it's all different races, because, like, this world's a scary place. I was always told as a kid, like, don't go to a stranger's car, or if something feels off, don't, like, trust your gut instinct, don't go. And, yeah, I mean, I try to use my gut instinct all the time. So, yeah, you gotta watch yourself. But Gabby Petito got killed by her boyfriend. That was the whole thing. Let's see. Finished Cobra Kai. That was a good ending. I mean, it was okay. I mean, now they're gonna make another one. So yeah, Cobra Kai, that finally ended. Squid Game's coming back for season 3. I believe, yeah. It hasn't come back yet, but season 3 will come out. Let's see. Oh, 1923 comes back. It comes back this Sunday. That's a great series. I mean, if you haven't seen 1923 or Yellowstone or anything, check that out. Because 1923 is a really great series. I kind of want to watch Landman. I've been trying to watch that for a while. But, yeah, 1923 Season 2 comes back. I'm going to start watching that. So that should be fun. And let's see. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else going on? What's this? Finest Kind. Never even heard of it. Oh, it's a movie. Taylor Sheridan has a lot of great collections on here. So, like, I'm looking up. You got Landman, Lioness, Tulsa King, Lawman, Bastards. Great show, by the way. If you haven't saw that, go look that up. The Last Cowboy. I'm trying to think. What is The Last Cowboy even about? There's 6 episodes, 40 minutes. What else? I think that's it. Joe Pickett. Yeah, there are a lot of great shows that he did. I'd watch a few. I kind of want to watch Joe Pickett more, but I don't know. It's like 3 seasons, and I was told there's like a cliffhanger, or 2 seasons. I'm sorry. I don't know. I kind of want to watch it, but yeah. Oh well. By the way, when it comes to radio and all that, if I do ever leave the state, and if I don't get a job in radio, it's not like I'm never going to stop looking. I'm still going to do the podcast. I mean, I made an announcement video that I'm going to continue with the podcast. So, yeah. That will be fun. I think I covered everything. Did I cover everything? Let's see. House tours, Gabby Petito, Malcolm in the Middle. The Eagles parade was last week. I didn't get to really go, but there were 1 million people. Yeah, that was kind of cool. So, if you're at the Eagles parade, let me know. I went basically towards the end of everything. I was caught in that mess. It sucked. But, yeah. Anything else going on? I don't think that's it. I gotta work tomorrow. Ew. Excuse me. Getting tired over here. Feeling woozy here, man. Kinda want to take a nap. Because I got another tour. A little bit. Should be fun. King Sessing, I'm not going out there. Trying to think. Is there anything else going on today? No, nothing really. Nothing really, guys. Alright, so yeah, yes. I am moving eventually within the next probably month. So I will notify you more when that happens. And yeah, I hope you do enjoy it. Also next week I probably won't be active as much. I may just throw in an episode maybe one time. So stay tuned for that because I will be at the Fanatic all next week from 10 to 2. I don't know if I'll be able to do an episode around that time or after. So I may be active, I may not be. Who knows? So yeah, I'm at the Fanatic from 10 to 2, Tuesday through Thursday. Maybe I'll do something on Monday. That would be fun. So yeah, we got that going on Monday. And yeah, that's it. I think that's it. And then after that, let's see. The second week of March, I'll be at XTU for a bit. And then hopefully I'm moving in by then. So, yeah. Should be fun. It'll all be fun. Yeah, we'll get someone to interview. You know, a lot of people are probably moving. It's funny. Yeah. Oh, well. Also, TJTV6, check that out. I'm doing a new series, Dimension X Season 4. I promote it every week. That's out and going on right now. I think we're 5 episodes deep. And I'm going to be working on episode 6 in just a few moments. And try to wrap it up. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted just to go all out with this and just make it like at least 20 episodes. But I feel like 6 episodes, it's getting a little wild. But I mean, there's always another way. I mean, there's a will, there's a way, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Put Trevor back in the rabbit hole. I may just continue the series till at least March. Or mid-March, April. I think April's going to be like the last like few episodes for Dimension X, and then just do bucket list things. But yeah, because I also I'm doing like another like thing on YouTube where I'm posting Dimension X, but I'm also posting like another series where I'm getting kicked out part 2, which it really isn't me getting kicked out. It's just me, making a storyline, for lack of better words. But, yeah, that's it. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. And, yeah, bye.